Now then, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the show. Today we will be concluding the Deja Thoris sketch 3. As you can see, I'm just busy adding a little bit of white detail here in this part of the video. Once again, just building up a bit of volume to get that pop, pop, pop. As you will notice, there is a rabbit. She does suggest that you subscribe the channel, turn on notifications, and I personally ask that you like this video. If that's possible, you'd be greatly boosting my numbers if you do, and I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Anyway, so we are separating and differentiating layers, creating a little bit of highlights and volume here. It's just the next pass, basically, just to give the character and her jewelry a little more sheen and shine. With that, I'm going to leave you with a few rain sounds. Okay, we've now finally come to the stage where we start playing with color and seeing all of the work that we've actually done in terms of building the volume in the image. As I turn on the colors, you can see the three-dimensional values when you're using the grayscale overlay technique. That simply just appear, which I think is quite fantastic. It's really made it easy and straightforward to actually get relatively simple coloring done that looks quite complete in a way, which I really like. I think this is one of my newest and most favorite techniques because I can differentiate and separate things, and you know, things don't get muddled. It always helps to keep things organized because you can speed up the workflow nicely. And if you're enjoying the video, please remember, got a sub, bub. The bunny will tell you in a minute. Well, maybe 4. Right then, so here you can see and notice that I've made a little bit of an error, and the joy of the process is that if you're missing any spots in the line art, it becomes glaringly obvious. Like here, for example, it just needed that one little line to give better definition to her cleavage area to make it all nice and round. Okay, that's enough of that. But you can see that now the color is sort of kind of flattish, and you want to add a little bit of variance to the color. I personally need massive amounts of training in color theory, and all of those things, because I need to brush up on that. But I don't like giving this perfect porcelain finish to her skin, so I'll be adding some freckles or blemishes. But we just play with it a little bit. It's not going to be that obvious, but it does tend to add a little bit of value in the end product, giving it a bit of texture in a way. So yeah, just using the spray nozzle and creating a tile effect to make it small enough so that it fits. Remember, Bunny says better sub up. Better sub it up. Like, share, subscribe, do that stuff because it helps me. It'll be kind of you, kind people. Then this is the highlight stage, where we'll do highlights. So I'm going to take a great big whacking soft brush and slap a bunch of pink on the page. I do this to create a kick light or a highlight over there. So you can see how it's kind of under the glossy little highlight. Kind of looks cool though, just as is. But because I've got layer control, you can see here what's going to happen. I can clear up all of the things in the places I don't need that pink, but I can very successfully create a nice rim light or edge light with that pink color that gives another layer of dimension and volume to the image. So yeah, sometimes I think I take it a little bit too far, but this project is for myself. It's not for anybody. It's for me to learn from and develop techniques. I usually watch a few tutorials in between to make sure that I'm learning or picking something up. I will be doing tutorial videos in the near future. It just depends how things go, how my schedule looks. But I think that would certainly add some value to the channel. If you think so, please make a comment, tell me. There you go. So as you can see, the pink highlight is developing as I push back the pink detail, leaving just the edge, so that you can see that extra little bit of color coming from the light in the lower left foreground just outside the camera. And it is at this stage where I get fed up and finish the video because my equipment wasn't really cooperating with me at that stage. And this is what it looks like as the end product and the layers placed over it. So that's your first layer, grayscale, next layer with 50% gray behind it. The next layer that comes in will be the white highlights that we put over. All right, gives that nice pop. Bunny says better sub, bub. And after that, we're adding color and messing around with a few effects for good measure. And this is what she looks like. And I'm going to stop here. I can fiddle and carry on for absolutely ever, which is bad. Don't do that, artists around the world. When the work is sort of done, usually it's done, so leave it alone. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure. If you've made it all the way to the end, please remember, like, share, subscribe. Help me build this thing that's going somewhere. I don't know where it's going, but it's going somewhere. And it's going to be cool. So, check me out in the future. I'm also on Instagram and stuff.